Hello, everyone. My name is HwaChoon Park. I am an Associate Research Fellow at the Korea Research Institute for Vocational Education and Training. My co-presenter is Dr. Hangu. He is a Senior Research Fellow at the KEDI. We are very delighted to present our research outcomes at this 2021 OECD International Online Conference today. The title of our topic is the effects of a student's career readiness and self-conception on outcomes in the labor market. Through this presentation, we are going to cover introduction, purpose of the study, literature review, methods, findings, and discussion of our research study. Career education in Korea is a relatively recent concept. Korea started career education in schools systematically in the early 21st century. Career experience programs have developed and practiced in primary and secondary schools over the past years in Korea. Thus, it is necessary to examine the effects of a career education, including classes and programs, career consultation, career experience and exploration, volunteering and others on achievements in the labor market after they become adults. The purpose of this study was to examine the effects of career readiness activities in adolescence on achievements in the labor market in adulthood. Career readiness consists of three domains: thinking about the future, exploring the future, and experiencing the future. The domain of thinking about the future can be assessed variables such as career certainty, career ambition, career alignment, school satisfaction, and school motivation. The domain of exploring the future can be measured variables like career conversations, occupational preparation, and school-mediated work exploration. The domain of experiencing the future can be assessed variables such as employment and volunteering. In this study, NEET or non-NEET, full-time job income, and adult cognitive competency were selected as indicators of achievements in the labor market. In Korea, the concept of career education in K-12 schools have been emphasized recently. Table 1 shows a brief history of career education in Korea. In 2010, the Ministry of Education developed the National Career Education 5-year plan to vitalize the career education in schools. In 2011, the Ministry of Education created the Career Education Policy Division to administrate career education more systematically. Under the National Career Education 5-year plan, specialized career teachers were allocated starting in middle schools. By 2021, about 99% of elementary schools, about 88% of middle schools, and about 94% of high schools have specialized career teachers allocated. In 2015, the Korean government enacted the Career Education Act to promote and systemize career education. In 2016, the Korea Ministry of Education announced the second 5-year plan for career education. The second plan addresses the realization of a happy career design based upon students' dreams and talents from elementary to college. Also, since 2014, the free learning semester system has been practiced in middle schools. During the free learning semester, students can take career-related subjects and programs, such as visiting firms, experiencing jobs in the workplace, taking guest lectures from various professions, and so on. Since 2018, the free learning semester has extended to the free learning year, and the system expanded to high schools. In this study, the 3rd and 12th surveys of Korean Education Longitudinal Study 2005, which is KELS 2005 were used as a data set. The Korea Educational Development Institute annually conducts the KELS 2005 to investigate the growth and the development of students aged from 15 to 28. Out of the KELS 2005 participants, the third grade middle school students were selected for this study. The same students participated in the survey in 2018 when they aged 25 years old. They answered the survey questions about their achievements in the labor market, such as NEET, income, and competencies. To examine the effects of middle school students' career readiness on achievements in the labor market when they became adults, needs, earnings, and others' cognitive competency was set as outcome variables. We coded 0 for needs and 1 for non-needs. Monthly income before tax from the first job was used as their earnings. To assess participants' cognitive competency, 16 items about self-directed learning and problem-solving skills were used. Variables such as career certainty, career ambition, career alignment, school satisfaction, and school motivation were used to measure the domain of thinking about the future. Career conversations with teachers, parents, relatives, private instructors, and its quality, occupational preparation, and school-mediated work exploration were used to assess exploring the future. Part-time employment, volunteering, and self-concept were used to assess their experiencing the future. They were all predictor variables. In 2018, the participants who took the KELS 2005 in 2007 as the third grade middle school students became 25 years old and participated in the survey again. In this study, industry classification, firm size, labor time, and the location of the workplace were set as control variables. Industries were divided into 5 groups: agriculture, forestry, and fisheries, mining and manufacturing, electricity, gas, water, and construction, service industries, and finance. The agriculture, forestry, fishery group was set as a comparison group. Depending on the number of firm's employees, firm sizes were grouped into 4. Less than 50 employees, from 50 to 299, from 300 to 999, and from 1,000 or more employees. The size of less than 50 employees was set as a comparison group. For the labor time, working hours per week was created into 4 groups: from 30 hours to less than 40 hours, from 40 hours to less than 50 hours, from 50 hours to less than 60 hours, and from 60 hours or more per week. The group of working for more than 30 hours to less than 40 hours was set as a comparison group. The location of their workplaces were divided into 2 groups: the capital area and non-capital areas. Overseas areas were included in the capital area. The value 1 for the capital area and 0 for the other areas were coded. Participants' gender, parents' socio-economic status, middle school grades, school location, and high school track were set as background variables. To examine the characteristics of the participants, descriptive statistics such as means and standard deviations were calculated. To predict outcomes in the labor market, the regression model and analysis of variance were conducted. For the regression model, the following equation was used. Descriptive statistics showed that non-NEETs were about 79% and 21% were NEETs in 2018. Participants who worked more than 30 hours per week in 2018 earned about 2,230,000 won, which is about 2,000 US dollars on average. About 87% of the third-year middle school students in 2007 thought of what kind of job they would like to have when they would age 30. Out of them, about 52% chose careers categorized jobs requiring ambitions, and about 43% chose careers requiring ambitions and post-secondary education. The degree of school satisfaction with career education showed the average. That of school motivation was a little higher than the average. Parents or neighbors as consultation providers for high school education were the most frequent. Homeroom teachers were the second. Relatives were the third, and the private tutors were the last. For gender, male students showed a higher percentage in career certainty, visiting factories or firms, job fair, and career experience programs than female students. Students who were categorized in the high school high grade points group showed the biggest percentage in career certainty, career ambition aligned with education, and classes related to career at school. Meanwhile, students in the high grade point group showed the lowest percentage in visiting factories or firms, attending job fairs, participating in career experience programs, and taking a part-time job. The result suggests that in Korea, students with better grade points in school tend to explore academic subjects more than direct experience of jobs or workplaces. Male students showed more satisfaction with career education in school and the number of career consultants than female students. Female students showed higher scores in school motivation and attitudes toward volunteering than male students did. The result of the regression model for the NEET showed that the effect of self-concept, career ambition aligned with education, school motivation, and career experience programs in adolescence on the NEETs at the age of 25 years old were statistically significant. Meanwhile, the effects of self-concept, career ambition aligned with education, and school motivation on the NEETs at the age of 27 years old were statistically significant. The result suggests that the effect of career experience programs change over time, and there may be moderated by other extraneous variables as they age. Thinking about the future and hoping to have a job in the future and being motivated in adolescence may reduce the probability of one's becoming a NEET as an adult. Policymakers need to consider when they seek solutions for NEETs. For the income model, having positive self-concept, career ambition aligned with education, school motivation, and consultations with tutors have positive effects on income when they were 25 years old. After being other variables controlled, the effects of such predictor variables were still statistically significant. However, career certainty and school satisfaction with career education had a negative effect on income. For the adult cognitive competency model, having positive self-concept, career certainty, career ambition aligned with career education, school satisfaction with career education, advice or consultation from relatives, satisfaction with consultation quality, and career experience had positive effects when they were 25 years old. After being other variables controlled, having positive self-concept, career ambition aligned with career education, advice or consultation from relatives, and career experience had positive effects. Having career ambition and career ambition aligned with education in adolescence affected their income in adulthood when they were 25 years old. To examine how difference exists in the effect of career ambition on income by background variables, analysis of variance was performed on career ambition by gender, socioeconomic status, and grade points in middle school. The result of ANOVA showed that the adults' income were different by gender, career ambition, and career ambition aligned with education. The covariance, gender, and career ambition was not significantly related to income when they were 25 years old. The covariance, gender, and career ambition aligned with education was significantly related to income in 2018. This interaction effect has led to increasing the average monthly income by 118,000 won, which is about $100 in 2018. Although there exists a gender wage gap in the labor market, in adolescence, hoping to have a powerful job in the future and educational aspirations to accomplish the goal helps reduce the wage gap between men and women. Hoping to get a better job in adolescence helped female students more than male students improve their income in adulthood. Although it did not overcome the gender wage gap in the labor market, female students who aspired to a good job showed more income in adulthood than those who did not. The result revealed that both career ambition and career ambition aligned with education showed significant differences in income in adulthood in 2018. There was a statistically significant interaction effect of socioeconomic status and career ambition income in 2018. The effect of career ambition aligned with education on income differed in socioeconomic levels. As the level becomes greater, the income gap becomes wider. Finally, the effect of academic achievement and career ambition on income was examined. The result revealed that academic achievement was significantly related to the income in adulthood. Career ambition and career ambition aligned with education showed significant differences in the 2018 income as well. Based on the results of the study, we draw some implications and suggestions. First, it is necessary to reinforce career education related to career design in adolescence in Korea. Schools need to help students develop their positive self-concepts through career education and experience. This can lead to positive outcomes in the labor market in adulthood, such as employment, income, and competency. Policymakers and school leaders need to make efforts to develop a new career education model to overcome gender and socioeconomic inequality in the labor market. It is important for us to consider that in this study, the data for students' career readiness were collected in 2007, when career education in public schools in Korea was not systematically developed. Thus, the results of the study cannot represent the current contemporary career education performance in Korea. If data collected targeting students after 2015 were used, the effect of career readiness on achievements in the labor market when they become 25 years old would be quite different from those of this study. In the future, a cross-analysis study of the labor market performance after career education using data after 2018 is necessary. That is all for today. If you have any questions about the presentation, please contact us via email. Thank you very much.